Building a Stoic Mindset, a practical guide. Are you ready to transform your mindset and unlock a life of purpose and resilience? Today, we dive into the world of Marcus Aurelius, not just a Roman emperor, but a beacon of Stoic philosophy. Why does he matter to us, you ask? Let's find out. Imagine ruling the most powerful empire on earth, where every temptation and desire is just a command away. Now, meet Marcus Aurelius, who chose a different path, a path of justice and fairness. It's not every day that an emperor decides to be a philosopher, right? But Aurelius wasn't just any emperor. He was a Stoic through and through. And then there's his masterpiece, Meditations. Picture this, the most powerful man in the ancient world, penning down his thoughts, not about conquering nations, but about conquering the self. Meditations isn't just a book. It's a collection of personal reflections, struggles, and insights that have stood the test of time. It's about finding tranquility in chaos, strength in adversity, and staying true to oneself no matter what. So, why should you care about a Roman emperor's musings? Because in these writings lies the key to a mindset that can weather any storm, a philosophy that's as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Ready to embark on this journey? Let's unravel the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and build a Stoic mindset together. Trust me, it's going to be a game changer. Step number 1. Sharpen your perception. It's all about controlling how you view the world around you. A key lesson from Stoic philosophy. But how do you actually do that in your everyday life? Stoicism teaches us that it's not the events themselves, but our perception of them that truly matters. This means taking control of how we interpret and react to what happens around us. So how can you apply this to your day-to-day experiences? Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You could view this as a frustrating waste of time, fueling anger and stress. Or you could see it as an opportunity to listen to your favorite podcast, reflect on your day, or simply enjoy some quiet time. The situation hasn't changed, but your perception of it has. Here's another example. You're working on a group project, and a teammate is not contributing as much as you hoped. You could perceive this as a personal slight, or you could view it as a chance to communicate more effectively and understand your teammate's perspective or limitations. So, how you start sharpening your perception? Pause before reacting. When something happens, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, how can I view this situation differently? Challenge your initial thoughts. We often jump to conclusions based on our first impressions. Challenge these initial thoughts. Are they really true, or are they exaggerated? Look for the positive. In every situation, try to find something positive or a lesson to be learned. This doesn't mean ignoring the negatives, but rather balancing your perspective. Practice empathy. Try to understand situations from others' viewpoints. This can dramatically change how you perceive and react to events. Reflect at the end of the day. Spend a few minutes each evening reflecting on your day. How did you perceive different events? Could you have viewed them differently? Remember, sharpening your perception is about cultivating a mindset that sees beyond immediate emotional reactions. It's about understanding that you have the power to choose your viewpoint. So next time you face a challenging situation, pause and ask yourself, how can I see this differently? Step number 2. Undo your judgments. Let's explore undoing your judgments, a crucial Stoic practice. It's about shifting our lens from a negative or critical viewpoint to one that's positive and reasonable. How can we apply this to our daily lives? Stoicism isn't about pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about choosing to see events in a light that's constructive and beneficial. It's about breaking the habit of instantly labeling things as good or bad, and instead, finding value in every experience. Picture this. You attend a party and find it dull. The Stoic way would be to reinterpret this event. Maybe it wasn't the most exciting party, but did it offer a chance to relax, meet someone new, or learn something? Perhaps it gave you a moment of peace in a busy week, or showed you what kind of gatherings you prefer. Here are some steps to start undoing your judgments. Challenge your first impression. When you catch yourself labeling something negatively, pause. Ask, is there another way to view this? Look for learning opportunities. Every experience, especially the boring or bad ones, has something to teach us. What can you learn from this situation? Focus on positives. It's easy to dwell on negatives. Shift your focus. What went right? What aspect of this situation can you appreciate? Practice gratitude. Cultivate the habit of being grateful. Even in mundane or challenging situations, there's always something to be thankful for. Speak positively. How you talk about your experiences can shape your perception. Try describing events in a positive or neutral way. For example, if a work project doesn't go as planned, instead of seeing it as a failure, view it as a chance to grow, to understand your strengths and areas for improvement. Maybe it offered insights into teamwork or project management you hadn't considered before. Undoing your judgments is about creating a mindset that sees potential and learning in every situation. It's a choice to live a life that's not bogged down by negativity and criticism. So, the next time you find yourself quick to judge, take a moment. Ask yourself, how can I see this differently? Step number 3. Develop a logical mind. Now let's look at how we can develop a logical mind applying proven Stoic principles. It's all about nurturing rational thought and good judgment, core aspects of Stoic philosophy. But how do we apply this in real life, where emotions often run high? Stoicism teaches us the importance of seeing things as they are, not just as we feel them to be. It's about stepping back from our immediate emotional responses and assessing situations with clarity and objectivity. Let's consider a common scenario. You receive criticism at work. Your first instinct might be to react defensively or feel demoralized. But what if you approach this feedback logically? Is there truth to the criticism? Can it be an opportunity for growth and improvement? By removing the emotional veil, you can turn potentially hurtful feedback into constructive development. Here are some ways to develop a more logical mindset. Pause and reflect. When faced with a situation, especially a challenging one, take a moment to pause. This space allows you to step back from emotional reactions. Seek facts. Look for the factual basis of the situation. What do you know for sure? What are assumptions or interpretations? Question your initial response. Are your feelings influencing how you view the situation? Is there a more balanced way to look at it? Consider multiple perspectives. Try to see the situation from different angles. How would someone else view this? What other explanations could there be? Practice mindful decision-making. Before making a decision, consider the potential outcomes logically. What are the pros and cons? What aligns best with your goals and values? Learn from each experience. Reflect on your decisions and their outcomes. What worked well? What could have been done differently? This reflection helps hone your logical thinking skills. For example, imagine you're debating a career change. Instead of making a decision based solely on fear or excitement, a logical approach would involve weighing the risks and benefits, considering long-term career goals, and seeking advice from trusted sources. Developing a logical mind is about more than just being rational. It's about making decisions that serve you well in the long run. It's about finding a balance between emotion and reason. Step number 4. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Let's learn how you should turn obstacles you face in your daily life into a new opportunity to learn and grow, which is a vital Stoic principle. It's about seeing every challenge not as a setback, but as a golden opportunity for growth. But how exactly do we do that in our daily lives? Stoicism teaches us that every obstacle carries the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It's all about perspective. Instead of getting bogged down by difficulties, we look for the silver lining, the learning moment, or the chance to develop new skills. Consider a scenario at your workplace. A project you're leading hits a snag. Team members are disengaged, and deadlines are slipping. Frustrating. Absolutely. But this is also your moment to shine. What can this challenge teach you? Maybe it's about honing your leadership skills, learning to motivate a team effectively, or finding creative solutions under pressure. This difficult situation is actually an opportunity in disguise to grow as a leader and communicator. Here's how to start turning obstacles upside down. Shift your mindset. When faced with a difficulty, ask yourself, what can I gain from this situation? How can this make me stronger? Seek learning opportunities. Every challenge has something to teach. What skills or knowledge can you acquire from this situation? Embrace adaptability. Be flexible in your approach. If Plan A isn't working, what does Plan B look like? How can you pivot to turn this obstacle into an advantage? Practice patience. Some challenges test your patience and perseverance. Use these moments to practice staying calm and composed. Communicate and collaborate. Often, obstacles are best tackled through teamwork. How can you leverage the strengths of others to overcome this challenge? Reflect on past challenges. Think back to previous obstacles you've overcome. What did they teach you? How did they contribute to your growth? For example, imagine your company undergoes a major restructuring, and your role changes significantly. This change, while daunting, is an opportunity to learn new skills, expand your network within the company, and demonstrate your adaptability to leadership. Turning obstacles upside down is about finding value in every challenge. It's a Stoic practice that empowers you to transform negatives into positives, setbacks into stepping stones. So, next time you're faced with a hurdle, ask yourself, how can this obstacle be my opportunity? Embrace this Stoic wisdom and watch as your challenges become your greatest teachers. Step number 5. The impediment to action advances action. This idea revolves around transforming hindrances into pathways for progress. But how can we apply this powerful Stoic principle in our everyday lives? Stoicism teaches us that obstacles aren't just barriers to overcome. They are opportunities to propel ourselves forward. It's about using every challenge as a catalyst for growth and action. So how does this look in real-world situations? Imagine you're at work and you're assigned a project that seems way out of your league. Initially, it feels like a roadblock, right? But what if you view it as a chance to stretch your capabilities, learn new skills, and demonstrate your potential? This obstacle becomes a launching pad for your professional development. Here's how to embrace this Stoic principle. Reframe challenges. When you encounter a challenge, pause and reframe it as an opportunity. Ask yourself, how can this situation help me grow? Identify learning opportunities. In every hindrance, there's a lesson. What new skills can you develop? What strengths can you discover in yourself? Take proactive steps. Instead of being paralyzed by obstacles, take proactive steps to overcome them. What actions can you take right now to turn this situation around? Seek feedback and collaborate. Sometimes, overcoming challenges requires seeking help or feedback. Who can you collaborate with to navigate through this obstacle? Celebrate small victories. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Acknowledge and celebrate these moments as they cumulatively lead to significant growth. Maintain a positive outlook. Keep your focus on the positive outcomes of overcoming this obstacle. What will you have achieved once you've navigated through this challenge? For instance, consider a scenario where your team faces unexpected budget cuts. This could initially seem like a major setback. However, it's also an opportunity to innovate, find cost-effective solutions, and perhaps even discover more efficient ways of working that could benefit the team long-term. In essence, the impediment to action advances action is about seeing every hindrance, not as a stopping point, but as a stepping stone. It's a Stoic approach to viewing life's challenges as invaluable experiences that pave the way for personal and professional growth. Now let's take a look at some of the practical applications of Stoic principles. Let's look at mastering emotional restraint in your daily life. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about managing them to think clearly. Let's say a close friend betrays your trust. Your initial reaction might be anger, but Stoicism encourages understanding and reflection. What led to this betrayal? Can this situation teach you something about trust or forgiveness? By controlling your emotional response, you allow space for rational thought, and perhaps a more constructive resolution. What exactly is the dichotomy of control? One of the most empowering Stoic principles is understanding what we can and cannot control. For instance, you've been working hard for a promotion, but in the end, it goes to someone else. It's natural to feel disappointed, but Stoicism teaches us to focus on our efforts, not the outcome. You controlled your work ethic and attitude, but not the decision of your superiors. Accepting this helps you move forward constructively, without lingering resentment or self-doubt. Adopting wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage. Stoicism is built on these cardinal virtues. Imagine you're facing a decision that offers immediate gratification but conflicts with your long-term goals. Here, temperance plays a role. It's about moderation and not giving in to short-term temptations that might derail your long-term objectives. Applying wisdom, you weigh the consequences. With courage, you choose the harder right over the easy wrong. And with justice, you consider the impact of your decision on others and yourself. Now, let's look at how you should adopt a broader viewpoint. Stoicism encourages us to step back and look at the bigger picture. Suppose you're facing a challenging situation at work. Rather than getting caught up in the immediate stress and frustration, try to view it from a broader perspective. How does this challenge fit into the larger scheme of your career? Are there unseen opportunities for growth or learning here? By adopting a wider viewpoint, you can navigate life's ups and downs with a calmer, more grounded approach, considering not just the present but the future implications of your actions and decisions. In each of these applications, Stoic principles offer a framework for dealing with life's complexities with calmness, resilience, and thoughtful reflection. They remind us that our responses to events, more than the events themselves, shape our experiences and our character. And there we have it. We've journeyed through the rich and empowering world of Stoic principles, uncovering how they can transform our daily lives. From mastering emotional restraint to embracing life's inevitable twists and turns, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a practical guide for living with purpose and resilience. Remember, it's not about the challenges we face, but how we face them that defines us. By adopting these Stoic practices, we're not just navigating life. We're shaping it with wisdom, courage, and a heart full of understanding and gratitude. Thank you for watching till the end. If you like this video, please like and support our channel by subscribing. Also, please share it with your friends and family. I will see you again in my next video.